Hey everyone, and welcome back to the FishMarketAcademy, where we teach how to fish for gains. So in today's video, we'll be exploring FIN, a club DEX on the Kujira ecosystem, which is a layer 1 grown-up DeFi ecosystem. And if you enjoyed this video, do remember to like and subscribe, and let's get started. So Kujira, or Kujira 2.0, because they migrated from Terra into their own app chain on the Cosmos ecosystem, is a grown-up DeFi platform. So let's take a look. And quick disclaimer, nothing I say in this video is financial advice. So what is Kujira? Kujira is a DeFi platform that consists of 3 apps at the moment. FIN, which is the Decentralized Order Book Perpetual Exchange that we will be talking about soon. And then ORCA, which is the public liquidation platform that was live on Terra, but will be coming soon again on the Polkadot ecosystem starting from there. As well as probably the Atom ecosystem as well. And then there's Blue, which is basically a multi-sender for swapping, minting, bridging, staking, voting, etc. So Kujira FIN is a fully decentralized perpetual trading platform that uses a permissionless on-chain CLOP engine. So CLOP stands for Central Limit Order Book, and it helps users to perform trades in an order book-like manner. So FIN removes inflationary incentives and the risk of impermanent loss, as market makers and arbitrage bot relies on the bid and ask spread in order to profit. So this is a different type of model from the popular AMM DEX that we are familiar with on DeFi. And it's a lot more similar to the centralized platforms like Binance and FTX, where they have order books for you to set limit orders, stop orders, etc. So FIN allows anyone to list their trading pair semi-permissionlessly by locking up 10,000 Kuji across a few days. And the platform has one of the lowest trading fees among all perpetual exchanges in DeFi, and all revenue generated on FIN will be distributed to Kuji stakers. Moving on to Kujira ORCA, it's the public liquidation marketplace that allows anyone to liquidate multiple assets across Cosmos at the click of a button. So previously, Kujira ORCA were accepting AUST or UST to allow liquidation, but now they're going to be using USK, which is a over-collateralized stablecoin, similar to the MakerDAO model. And I believe they will be starting off with using Atom to mint USK first, which you can then put into the liquidation queue to bid for assets using USK. So ORCA is pretty interesting, as it's one of the few ways that democratizes the liquidation process that is popularly used or basically monopolized by bots. And you can even bid on liquidations up to 30% discount using ORCA. And then they charge a 0.5% fee on liquidation, and revenue is distributed to the Kuji stakers. So currently they are building and launching on the Polkadot ecosystem with Akala AUSD as collateral for Kusama and Karura markets, but I am pretty sure they will be coming onto the Cosmos ecosystem as well. So Kujira BLUE, which has been combined with Beluga, the multi-sender, is now an all-in-one dashboard for swapping, minting, bridging, staking, voting, and of course sending also. And they also include a very handy dashboard that shows you the supply of Kuji, emission schedule, their FDV, their APR, etc. So this is a very nice, like, their own Dune analytics dashboard. So you don't have to go and search, you can just go to their website to see. So Kujira BLUE also has a very simple, easy to use multi-sender interface that allows you to send tokens to multiple addresses, including vested tokens. So this is really handy for like VC unlocks, etc. And they will be launching their own Kujira wallet in the future. So moving on to the Kuji Tokenomics, you can see there is a Kuji supply of 182 million and 398,000. And this is used for governance as well as gas and other utilities. And the unlocks are linear, with the total full unlock happening November next year, 2023. And then all fees collected on the Kujira dApp will be distributed to Kuji stakers. So if you think they're probably going to get a lot of traction, a lot of activity, transaction, trades, volume, etc., then you want to stake your Kuji on the platform and then earn more of the trading revenue. The 27 million Kuji staking rewards were burnt via governance in January 2022. So this means that there is basically no inflationary rewards, and if you are just staking a Kuji, you're not going to be earning staking rewards, which is good because the inflation won't be pushing the price down. But do take note that there are still additional vesting that will come from the team, the investors, etc. And they will all be fully unlocked in November 2023. So if you are very bullish on their app having more volume, then you can stake Kuji and then you'll get the fees collected from all the volume traded. So it's kind of like investing in like a early Binance or early FTX where you generate a lot of the fees and the fees goes to stakers. So if we look at the emission schedule, we are about halfway through, and there's about another 50% more for another 75% of the vesting period. So that's pretty okay. So the vesting inflationary sell pressure might not be as much compared to the first 9 months because there is only half left, and that's spread across a much longer period of time. So I would say inflationary vesting pressures won't be too big of a concern. And moving to the USK stablecoin, the USK will be an over-collateralized stablecoin pegged to the US dollar that is backed by Atom and other assets in the future, possibly. They didn't mention this, but I would imagine that there's no reason why it wouldn't be other assets as well. So it follows the DAI model or MakerDAO model where users can collateralize their assets, stake it, and then mint USK or burn the USK to redeem their collateral. And then USK is also integrated into ORCA, which is the liquidation platform, to allow for liquidation of distressed assets. And the USK stablecoin will also include revenue streams to Kuji stakers by having certain fees. So the fees will be 0.5% minting fee, 5% borrow APR, 1% liquidation fee, 0.5% ORCA withdrawal fee, and a 60% max LTV. So that's also a 67% over collateralized ratio. So that means that if you put in 100K, you can mint an additional 60K of USK from that 100K of USK. And then after that, take note that you'll be paying 0.5% mint fee off the 60K, as well as a 5% borrow APR off the 60K. And then if you get liquidated, it'll be 1% liquidation fee off the 60K. Okay, so in terms of USK utility, we've created a quick little flowchart here. So first step is to deposit Atom, and then you can use this to mint USK at a 60% LTV. And there is a 0.5% fee on the minted USK amount. And because you are basically borrowing against your collateral to mint USK, you need to pay a 5% APR on the amount that you borrowed. So now that you have USK, you can swap it into Atom or any other asset, or you can use it to send into ORCA to do liquidation bids. And if you were to bid successfully for liquidation, then 1% of the fee, 1% of the collateral that was liquidated goes to Kuji stakers as part of their fee that they generate. And the USK basically gets burnt and becomes liquidated Atom, which you receive. And from there, you can either just keep it inside, which you shouldn't. You should withdraw it, and you have to pay a 0.5% fee. And then you can then choose to deposit Atom again to mint more USK, repeat the process, or you can just swap into USK and chill. And if you want to take USK back into Atom, you can also do that. But USK is a over-collateralized stablecoin that should remain its pegged to the $1. So I think it's safe to just chill in USK if you want to like make it sort of like you have taken your profit as a liquidator. So that's some of the utility for USK. And of course, I think in the future, you can use this for your margin as well as like leveraging and all that on FIN as well. Okay, so this is the Kujira testnet where you can actually mint your USK. So you can see your deposited collateral asset and then set your LTV, and then basically they tell you how much you can borrow, etc. And then you can see your open position as well as your risk of your loan and the liquidation price, or if your collateral drops to a certain amount. So this is a really handy tool that helps you to manage your collateral and your loan position. And for those who have not yet migrated from Terra or they have some vesting, etc., you can still go to blue.kujira.app/migrate and connect your Terra wallet to see how many tokens you can migrate over, and then make sure you key in the right capital address, and then they will send it over. So these are the testnet for Kujira on Terra that you need to go to. Okay, so if you look at Kujira's pros and cons, we see they have a great UI UX, low trading fees, and semi-permission listings. And they also have new protocols building on their chain, like Local Money, KALC, Black Whale, and Atlo. And we'll go into like one-liners of this in the next slide. They also have plans to roll out margin and leverage trading. So this is a great way to increase their volume drastically, because if you can do like 50x leverage, 100x leverage, you'll get a lot more volume. So that's one way we can see Kujira's volume increasing more than 10% month on month. So that's why I'm not too worried about their current volume, because it can be skyrocketed with the help of leverage. But on the downside, users are only able to trade spot currently. Like I said, this is going to change very quickly, very soon. So I wouldn't be too worried about this. And the volume right now is too little, but it's also going to be solved if they have leverage and people just go full max leverage, max beat all the way, and think that will solve their volume problem. And there is also no stablecoin pair apart from XLR USDC, which is subjected to bridging and stablecoin risk. Again, this problem will also be solved with USK, which will be the over-collateralized stablecoin that can substitute using XLR USDC. So all of these are only temporary cons for Kuji. So that's good. There's not a lot of cons that are very concerning for Kuji at the moment. Okay, so in terms of the protocol developments, Kuji plans to launch leverage futures and margin trading on FIN in the future, and they say this is coming very soon. And I think they're going to start deploying on Testnet very soon already, so that's sooner than we think maybe. And after the deployment of USK, Kujira will also allow other assets like NBTC or Nomics BTC, which is a BTC bridge to the Cosmos ecosystem, and that can be used as collateral to mint USK. So initially it was Atom only, but now they're enabling NBTC, and very soon they probably allow more stuff, and maybe they will also enable Kuji to be used to mint USK. So that will be pretty interesting. There'll be like a reflexive Ponzi loop of sorts, but that's not confirmed yet, so we don't know if that's going to happen. And basically this will translate to more users being able to bid on liquidated NBTC and potentially other assets on ORCA, which will make ORCA very popular, which will increase their revenue and therefore their valuation of Kuji. So if you look at the protocols on Kujira, we have Local Money, which is a decentralized peer-to-peer marketplace that allows anyone to exchange fiat for tokens and vice versa. And then they have Calc, which is a DCA protocol that allows users to set and forget their positions on the platform as the algorithms work on them. So they have a lot of protocols. So they have a lot of assets on Kuji, and I think if you have like NBTC coming, or you have like Ethereum coming, then potentially you can DCA into that on Kuji. Moving on, they have Black Whale, which is a decentralized market making protocol built on Kujira that uses deposits to trade on FIN using their algorithm. This one is basically just like being a decentralized market maker. So I'm not sure how popular that's going to be, but it's pretty interesting. Then lastly, we have Adlo, which is a cross-chain launchpad that decided to use Kujira as its home chain, and it will allow users to participate in IDOs and early rounds of fundraising. So all of these look pretty interesting, and they will help to boost Kujira's traction as well as their overall volume and branding and strength in the ecosystem. So if you go to fin.kujira.app, you can start trading and you can connect your wallet and make sure you send XLR USDC in. So that's sent using either Osmosis or using the XLR satellite, which you can get on either AVEX or Ethereum as well. But AVEX is cheaper, so I recommend sending USDC to AVEX chain and then swapping that into XLR USDC and then sending that into Kujira. And once you have XLR USDC on Kujira, you can basically start trading. So you would set a price. For example, you want to buy Kuji here at 1.5 because it's super undervalued if this goes to the volume of DYDX. So you know you want to buy this. So you want to buy like $1,000 at $1.50. And then you basically click buy. It will create a limit order, which you can cancel. So all of that, you need to actually do a transaction, which costs a little bit of Kuji, and that sort of helps to increase the utility and the revenue for Kuji. But on a personal level, it doesn't cost too much to just keep doing all these transactions. It won't really be expensive, unlike on Ethereum. And then for their minting, if you go over to blue.kujira.app, you click on mint. So right now the minting is only available on Testnet, so I have to go over to their Testnet, and then I need to just approve a few transactions. And I'm now on Testnet, and you can basically open a position, and then you can set how much you want on the collateral. So this is the UI. So first you have to deposit collateral, and basically from there you can mint your USK. So you can say I want to deposit 100 collateral, and then my collateral value is 1.4. Then I want to mint about 50%, so it will mint about 430 USK out. So I don't have, I haven't taken from the faucet for this account, so I don't have the ability to open position, but that's basically how it works. So you can see they start off with a maximum supply of 10 million, and on Testnet they already have 5.62 million. So once it goes onto mainnet, there will be more people that will be minting, potentially. That's speculation, but it's possible. And then we can sort of get more USK into the market, and that will increase revenue for Kujira. And yeah, so in conclusion, Kujira is now on their own app chain on IBC Cosmos, and Kujira stakers can benefit once they launch USK, expand their suite of products to include ORCA, as well as include other assets from the Cosmos ecosystem, and that will basically be good for Kujira stakers. And coming from Terra, the team will ensure that USK grows steadily and the LTV will be adjusted as the system grows. So right now you can also see that they have a maximum supply for USK, and that's one of their ways to control the growth. So this probably will increase over time as they mature and as the users on their platform mature as well. So there are plans for ORCA to also go cross-chain, which will increase their revenue stream and value accrual to the Kujira token. So I do think that Kujira has a pretty strong value proposition, and I think that if they maintain their growth and become as big as DYDX and MakerDAO, I think it's definitely worth investing in right now. So whether or not you think those growth targets are achievable will really be determined on how much marketing or traction they can actually achieve, and continue to push out new features to attract more users, especially if Cosmos ecosystem eventually takes over Ethereum and becomes the DeFi ecosystem of choice for people to use. But that again is an extreme statement, so just do your own due diligence and invest with caution. So hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys again soon. Bye!
Baby fish, do 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 do, baby fish, do do.